Good morning, coffee and sports. So this is the American football game. So for those who have been following along, Dell released Flash KO a while back. I only recently had a chance to get the booklet printed and to play it. And in enjoying Flash KO, it inspired me to make the Canadian football game. And then I decided to customize it for the American football game. So we're going to be playing the American football game version of Dell's Flash KO system. This is, and for those who don't know, the Patriot Football League is going into its 30th season, and I've been spending months trying to decide what game system I wanted to use for the PFL. 30th anniversary season is a big deal because it is our 30th season. It is an ongoing career that we've been running since 2019. I started off the first 2 weeks of that season using one of my favorite old instant result games, and then in working over this holiday on the Canadian football game and then coming up with the American football game version, I've decided I'm going to start over. So the 30th season of the Patriot Football League will start over using the American football game that we'll be releasing, and I have rated all the teams in the league. So this was the very first game of the season, the kickoff spectacular. You will notice I have removed those old spectacular. You will notice I have removed those old videos because we're restarting the PFL. So week 1, game 1, we have Indy, who has a run threshold of 2 and a pass margin of 4, facing Boise, who has a run threshold of 1 and a pass margin of 5. Indy is the better team based on just those simple variables. And again, the American version of the game is a little different, and it's a little more detailed and a little different because of the nature of American football. This uses a 16 possession game, like many of the games that football games I've devised. The Canadian game uses 18 possessions. The Canadian game is more explosive and a little higher scoring. The American game needs to be a little more deliberate and a little more difficult because we also have 4 downs. So you'll see. First thing we're going to do is, again, like my game football time and big country football, home team gets the ball first, home team gets the ball last. So we make a contested ratio roll for the kickoff, and we're looking for the difference. If the kicking team, green offense, loses at all, it's a touchback. If they win, it's the difference. So here we go. So Boise returning this ball is going to get a 5-6. So that's a -10, and because we're not going to start in the end zone, that would be a touchback. Or at least an average return. They're going to get the ball to 20. All right, so Boise with the ball to 20, they're going to go to work. Remember, they need a 1-1 to do anything on offense rushing, and they need a 5 or a 6 to do anything. And by the way, in the American game, a tie is a win. So in the American game, it's more defensive, so a tie goes to the defense. In the Canadian game, a tie goes to the offense. That's to represent how wide open the passing game is, and also just how much more productive Canadian teams are on average. So in this game, if there's a tie, it goes to the defense. So the American game is much more, I would say much low scoring. It's more low scoring, more deliberate, more difficult. I would argue it's a more difficult game to move the ball, not necessarily to win, but to move the ball. All right, so we're going to get a pass complete, but it isn't enough for the first down, second down. So remember, you can succeed, but it isn't enough to get the pass margin. So Boise would complete a pass here for, let's say, 6 yards, but they don't get the first, second down. All right, it's going to be a pass again. So again, this is where this is the worst possible set of numbers for a rating, 1-5. So Boise's successful, pass again, not enough for a first down, third. So that might have been a pass for 2 yards on a screen or something. It is now third and short. And here we go, Boise's last chance. They're going to run the ball. Nope, they're going to pass again. So again, 1 is the only time. So Boise is a run-heavy team. They're only going to run the ball on 1. This is going to be, again, a pass attempt, but it fails. So it falls incomplete on 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 4, whatever you want to call it. 4th down, they will have to punt. Punt is simple. We're looking for a punt win for 5. And the punt win, no, they're going to lose the punt, and it's going to be 30 yards, 1, 2, 3. So they punt, and right there, Indy Capitals hold up. All right, so Indy is a 2-4, so they run on 1s and 2s. they are competent on 4, 5s, and 6 in passing. So they have a window there where they can complete a pass that doesn't go for a first. All right, they're going to complete a pass for a first down. Boom, first down. So Indy's already got a first in the game. Indy is going to pass again, this time though incomplete, second down. And you'll notice there's a third die now added to both the Canadian. Oh, for those who are following along, I have upgraded the Canadian rulebook. The new version is available on Lulu, and the new version is available free on Lulu, and it's also available in the Google Drive free. I've updated, it's version 1.4. I fixed some typos, I fixed some language, and I have added a third die for interceptions and for penalties. So there's a third die that's also involved in the first release of the game, but I did not define interceptions appropriately. So there's been some fixes in the Canadian game that's up. That file is already available on Lulu for free and on Google Drive for free. All right, so here we're going to get another pass because it's over the pass margin, complete for a first down to the 30s. So right now, Indy's throwing the ball fairly well. First down. It's going to be another successful pass for Indy. Again, you only look at this if it's triples. And so it's a first down to the 20, first down pass for Indy's quarterback. And it's going to be, this time it's a run, run loss. They run for 1 yard, 2 yards, whatever. Second down, they're going to run again and lose. Third, so Indy back-to-back carries for their back, don't get enough for the first. Third down, they're going to pass margin, yes, and they're going to, and they're going to, I got to watch the right die, and they win. First down inside the 10, they can only get a touchdown from here on out. It's going to be a run loss, so they try to run again and get very little second down. They're going to pass this time, incomplete, third down. Come on, Indy. Indy is going to pass on the button. They complete a pass margin. Dang it, they complete a pass margin for a touchdown. So this will be QB, 10-yard pass to the, and right now I don't know who I'm going to give it to, so I'll just roll 1, 2. I'm going to say 1, 2, and 1 to 4 it's receivers, 5 or 6 it's backs. It's going to be 4. It's going to be a receiver. And the PAT in these games right now has no adjustment. You can create your own PAT rules if you want to. Kickoff for Boise is going to be at the 20. They failed to get it beyond the 20. All right, so wow, we had a punt and we had a brilliant drive. Indy drives them down the field and throws a 10-yard pass to their wide receiver. And Indy is the better team. I would expect Indy to win this unless Boise has some explosive plays. So when you see this, a team like Boise almost has to be explosive to score points. So that'll happen. There'll be times where Boise's going to rip off big runs, big passes, but I'll bet that the only way they're going to win or get turnovers. All right, they're going to pass successfully, but not enough for a first, second down. So you could be recording these as completed passes. They're just not getting first. This is going to be another completed, a failed pass attempt, third down. They failed to get it. And this is going to be another pass completed, but not enough for the first down. Fourth, they will punt. So again, we're going to punt. The punt this time's 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Indy takes over now. And so Boise is going to struggle all year to drive. That doesn't mean they won't score. They just won't drive easily. All right, Indy, remember, this is a lot more defensive than the Canadian game, right? The Canadian game should be a little faster, a little more explosive, because ties go to the offense. In this, ties go to the defense. All right, it's going to be a run. How about that? Successful run for Indy. They pound the rock. They get 10. First time. They've had 4 or 5 runs. That's the first one that's been successful. They're going to pass the ball here, and they're going to be successful. First down. Remember, we only look at this if it's triples. It's going to be another successful pass. First down as Indy now is moving here in Boise. It's going to be tie. Oh, triples. That's intercepted, folks. So we see triple threes or triple sixes. It's intercepted. So it's picked off, and we're going to return it back. So the defense returns it backward. 3. 1, 2, 3. Outstanding. So the quarterback intercepted, and Boise takes over. But it is Indy 7, Boise nothing. Second quarter underway. And now look where Boise has the ball now at the 30. Boise, it's going to be a completed pass, but not enough for the first down. So they're successful, but they're not getting yardage. Oh, they're going to pass again, batted away, third down. Boise's going to have to hit those big numbers if they're going to score. Boise's going to get a completed. There it is. Completed pass for a first. They got it this time. First down. Boise on 3rd and long manages to get a first down pass. It's going to be pass incomplete for Boise. It's going to be Snake Eyes as a touchdown run unless this is a one TD run of 20 yards. How about that running back 20-yard run and the extra point is accounted for. Look at this. Boise after a turnover, point off turnover. Boise has tied the game. Wow, Indy. That's going to be a fail, so they're going to get the ball at the 20. It's a touchback, technically. Okay, this again, welcome to the kickoff spectacular of the 30th season of the Patriot Football League. We are using the brand new American football game for this season. I was going to use an old instant results game. I've scrapped those first 2 weeks. I'm starting over. I've rated all the teams. This is going to be a joy. All right, here we go. Indy is going to run the ball and not get anywhere. 2nd down. So they run for 1 or 2 yards, 3 yards, something like that. They're going to run and win. This time they rip off a 7-yard carry, 1st down. This time they're going to pass successfully, 1st down. So Indy, again, a much more capable offense. And they're going to run again for a 1st down. So another 10-yard run for Indy. And they're moving the ball in the 2nd quarter here. It's going to be a run fail, almost a penalty. Run fail, 2nd down. This is going to be a pass success for 10, 1st down. So again, Indy, when they throw, are getting those 1st down passes. It's going to be a pass successful, but not enough for the 2nd down. It's going to be a pass successful, not enough for the 1st down. So that was a 3-yard pass, and then a screen for 3 more. It's maybe 3rd and 3 or something. It's going to be a pass successful for a first, so that might be a 4-yard pass for a 1st down. But Indy gets the job done. It's going to be another pass, but not enough for the 1st. 2nd down and 8. It's going to be a run. Pow, hammered. It's 3rd and 8. It's going to be a pass successful for 8 and a 1st down. How about that? It's going to be a pass incomplete. 2nd down. It's going to be a run. Pow, hammered. 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. It's going to be a pass incomplete. 4th down. They are on the 20. They can kick a field goal. All I need to roll. Remember, any triples is a penalty now. So, but I'm looking to win this with this has to be higher than red, and we're going to get a 20-yard field goal, 30-yard field goal. And it is, nope, it's going to be missed. So that's going to be I just put 2 missed field goal. Wow, so Indy drives down the field and fails to convert on a field goal attempt. Folks, it's 7-7. Boise's in the ball game. Boise is going to pass, incomplete, 2nd down. Boise's going to pass for a 1st down. Look at that. Nice. Boise threatening at home. Boise was a good team for 2 years. They've really struggled the last 2 off seasons, and their team has deteriorated. Incomplete. Run for nowhere. Pow. Boise tried to carry the ball once. 3rd down. This is going to be another attempt on a draw play. He gets hammered. 4th down. Those are not fumbles. 4th down. They will have to punt. And again, they could get a penalty, which would be just a do-over. The punt, though, is 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful punt. And remember, we're only looking for the punt net. That includes any pretense of a fair catch or a return for 7 or 10 or whatever. So it's just the net. We're just doing punt net. All right, this is it. The final drive of the half. It is a 7-7 ball game. Indy scored on a 10-yard pass after a brilliant long drive, and Boise scored from a short field after an interception on a 20-yard touchdown run. And Indy's in a dogfight on the road here in the kickoff spectacular. It's going to be a pass incomplete, 2nd down and 10. Indy trying to move the ball down the field. It's going to be a run, hammered, nowhere. Oh, wait, trips is technically, so this does not count. This is a penalty. So we don't do anything. We don't move. You never move the ball backward in this game or in the Canadian game. The ball never goes back unless it's an interception return. And if you roll trips at all, ever, you just pick them up unless it's 3 threes or an interception on a pass margin of 3. If a running team has a 3 and it's 3-3-3, that's going to be a penalty. But if a team does not have a run margin of 3 then they are technically throwing the ball, which would be intercepted, and 666 is intercepted. However, any other triples is just a do-over. So this would be a penalty causing us to go again. So second down over, basically. It might have been a big play that was called back. Doesn't matter. We have to roll them all again. This one is going to be 3-3 is going to be a run for a pass for Indy, complete, but not enough for the first. Third down. And Indy on this one's going to pass the ball again. Again, unfortunately, it did not make the pass margin. So it's complete, but not enough for the. So short of the first down, they will have to punt to wrap up. And their punt will be 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's where the half's going to end. And folks, look at this. Indy 0, Boise 7. It's 7.5. Again, the American game will be a lot more strict. And that's okay, right? We want this to be a little more strict, to be different than the Canadian game. But we have 4 downs here as opposed to 3. And we have a shorter field. So it's going to play like an American game. All right, Indy's going to be the receiver of the kickoff, and they're going to get it out too. So remember, we take if home wins, if the offense wins on a kickoff, you're going to get the difference between the two, 1-2. So still at the 20, right, which was the traditional kick return line, roughly between the 18 and the 24 in history. So just imagine this is somewhere around the 20, right? These aren't right on the yard lines. These are somewhere around the 20. All right, Indy trying to get down the field and take the lead. Nobody's had a big play yet. Yes, Indy's going to run the ball for a first down. Beautiful. Pitch outside, 10 yards. Indy's going to run the ball again. 10 more. Wow, brilliant. Come out, run the ball. Indy with 20 yards rushing in the third quarter. It's going to be a pass margin, but incomplete. Second down. It's going to be pass margin complete for a first. Indy now 3 successful plays for 30 yards. Indy is going to run the ball but fail this time. Bang. Second down. Indy's going to pass the ball. Yes, but not enough for the first. So it's completed. We would mark that down as a completion, but not enough for the first. Third down. And it's going to be a beautiful touchdown pass. Remember, +5 win on a successful pass margin is a touchdown. Quarterback. So they throw a bomb of 50 yards. 50-yard pass. 2, and I'll just say again, 1 to 4, it's receivers. Yep, it's going to be the wide receiver, P-A-T. And there it is, folks. That's what we expect from Indy. They are the better team here. Kick return for Boise is Snake Eyes. That is not going to help them. That's ultimately a loss, so they're going to get the ball at the 20. Now, you could devise that and count that as a kick return for a touchdown, like the running. But I'm not messing around. Running kick and punt return touchdowns are so rare. I'm not right now. You can easily devise those kind of extra rules. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a pass complete, but not enough for the first. That's the problem with a 5-rated pass team, right? They're going to have completions that don't get them first down. So they could have a great quarterback who's a dink and dunker. Wow, beautiful. This is a first down pass. So very nice. Boise this time stretches the field out there. This time, Boise is going to incomplete. It's throwing a complete pass. Here, Boise is going to throw an incomplete pass. Third down and 10. And here, Boise is going to successfully pass complete, but fourth down, not enough. So this might be, again, a 4th and 2, and they're going to punt. Boise struggling. 4th and 2. Oh, huge punt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where the ball will be fielded. Oh, there it is. Punt. Very nice. Indy with the ball now, and now winning by 7. They go back to work in the third. They're going to have a successful pass. First down. They're going to have a successful pass. First down. So Indy now has found their rhythm passing the ball. They're moving it. Oh, they're going to have a run. However, the defense meets them. Second down. So that's going to be a run for like 1 yard, 2 yards. Oh, Snake Eyes is a touchdown run. Running back gets a breakaway of 60-yard run. Wow, P-A-T, breakaway touchdown run by their star back. And here we go, kick return. Snake Eyes is big for all running teams. Wow, they're going to get out to the 20. So even if it's not a touchback, it's going to average 20 for most teams. All right, Boise's final drive of the third. They're now losing by 14. That's going to be a run for a loss, and it could have been on a 6, would have been a fumble lost. but it's not second down. They just technically ran for like -1 or something. There we go. That's a pass for a first down. So on second and long, they complete the first down pass. Wow, they're going to pass batted down. There we go. It's going to be another pass. See, those 4-4s are killing them. Incomplete. Third down and long. It's going to be they need a 6. They need a 5 or a 6. No, it's going to be batted away. Fourth down, they'll have to punt the ball. So they pass the punt. Also, 30, 1, 2, 3. So a short punt because they don't win the roll. So remember, ties in the Canadian game always go to the offensive team. Ties in the American game always go to the defense. And Indy scores 14 points in the third after halftime adjustments, a 50-yard bomb, and a 60-yard run. And look at this, Indy winning 21-7 in Boise. Again, Boise, the lowest possible ratings you can have. Indy is somewhere in the middle, right? Remember, this is a CC team in my football time, so... All right, so Indy's going to be getting the ball. Oh, that was a punt. Whoops, they had the ball at the 40. Sorry, punt. I thought it was a kickoff. All right, so Indy with the ball at the 40, and they're gonna pass it, incomplete, second down. They're gonna pass it again, incomplete, third down. Why Indy's putting the ball in the air of the foot, I'm not certain, but there it is. That's why. First down on third and long, they go for the first down, and they throw for the first. Here they're gonna run for nowhere, second down, or run for 1 or 2. Here they're going to run again for nothing, third down. And here they're going to pass, this time incomplete, fourth down, they'll have to punt. Indy punts. Oh, snake eyes on the punt. It just means, again, defense wins, so it only goes 30, 10, 20, 30, and that's actually good for Indy. That pins them at the 20. All right, Boise goes to work. Boise's going to pass, complete, but not enough for the first. So that's killing them, that 5 pass margin. They're gonna pass again, incomplete, second down. So Boise's struggling, and they should be. Run. Oh, fumble lost. So there's their -5 differential. That's a fumble loss. So Boise hands it off, or the quarterback strip sack fumble lost. We do not return fumbles, but Indy takes over on the 20-yard line. And Indy is going to complete, oh, that's an automatic touchdown, 6-1. So it's going to be a quarterback pass, 20-yard pass, to, we're going to say again, wide receivers, PAT, and that's another point off turnover as they fumble the ball. And Indy now killing them. The return is to the 20. This is it. Boise's final drive trying to save face. The game is over for them, 10 yards, but maybe they can go down and score, make it look good. It's going to be a run for nowhere, second down. Boise, it's going to be a pass incomplete, third down. It's going to be a run, fumble loss. So again, I would suggest the quarterback probably took off on a scramble, was hammered, the ball came out, they recover it, game is over. Indy's going to score another touchdown, and Boise shut out after halftime, 28-7. Is the final. Indy will be 1-0 in our restart of the 30th season. Boise will be 0-1. Let's see here. Indy turned it over once. Missed field goal for Indy, so it could have been 31. Punt. Oh, wow. So, okay, so Indy threw an interception and 1, 2, 3 touchdown passes for Indy's quarterback. And unfortunately, the fourth quarter, 2 fumbles lost in the fourth quarter by Boise. That was huge. So I would imagine those fumbles were pass rush. Quarterback took off on a scramble, got hammered, or got stripped in the pocket, and the ball came loose. And there it is, folks. That's the debut of the American football game. AFG, it's called. So I finished CFG, Canadian football game. And then I spent the last couple of days in enjoying the Canadian football game. Decided that I really should make an American version because it's going to be different. And there it is, folks, and it is indeed different. And the simple rating system of a run threshold, pass margin is going to create dynamism, and this little elegant dice mechanic that, again, Dell is so genius at is going to create unbelievable games of football. And all you need is a scrap paper for your field, so just sit down. So all you want to do is sit down, jot out your field, whether it's Canadian ball, to move your marker, your downs, And then here I have the cheat sheet of what all the I jotted down all of the cheat sheet to remind me what all the different dice differences and things can mean. So we saw a penalty in this game that was just a do-over. We saw interception, which was pretty cool, and of course we saw 2 fumbles late. We also had a breakaway run of 60 yards. We had a 20-yard deep pass for a touchdown. We also had a 20-yard breakaway run by Boise after a interception. So we saw some excitement, and we also saw some drives. We saw some punts, and in a 16-possession game, 28-7 is absolutely spot on. And again, it should have been, if we had made that simple field goal, 31-7. So I will take that any day for use with a American football generator and fictional teams. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.